Meghan Markle has been given a brutal one-word nickname by a senior royal. Can you guess what that might be? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? Because, yup, Megxie was given a brutal one-word nickname by a senior royal. That senior royal was the late Prince Philip. And yes, the Express reports that he did give Megxie a very cutting moniker that harks back to the Duchess's similarities with a very controversial figure in history. Again, can you guess what that brutal one-word nickname stroke insult would be from the likes of Prince Philip? Well, as we all know, nicknames can be affectionate, but they can also be very, very brutal and cutting as well if you're not in on the joke. And I don't think this nickname from Prince Philip was affectionate whatsoever to Megxie. And so a royal expert has claimed that Prince Philip was said to have been very, very wary of Megxie when she entered into the royal family, saying that he could reportedly see similarities between Megxie and Wallis Simpson, the American divorcee who married into the royal family as the wife of Prince Edward, who then, abdicated, blah, blah, blah. We all know that, right? So royal commentator and author Ingrid Stewart has stated that the late Prince Philip used to call Megxie Duchess of Windsor Dow behind her back. Oh, ho, 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 oh, how brutal an insult that must be for Megxie. Now, during an interview with GB News, Ingrid Stewart also said, I think Prince Philip was very canny about people and he didn't always see the bad in them. He tried to see the good in them. I think he just couldn't get away from the fact the similarities between Meghan and Harry and Edward and Mrs. Simpson. There are so many similarities, which is why he used to call her the Duchess of Windsor. I mean, not to her face, we used to call her Dow, D-O-W, the abbreviation of that title. And in her book, My Mother and I, Ingrid Stewart also wrote about the late Prince Philip, saying that he was wary of Megxie from the start, saying that he was one of the few wary of succumbing to Megxie's charm offensive. Oh, yeah. But it's not only Ingrid Stewart who is absolutely panning Megxie, whilst Prince Philip in the past was calling her a brutal one-word insult, the Duchess of Windsor, the Dow. But we also have Sally Bedell-Smith here, who's a royal photographer, and has claimed that Megxie is as narcissistic as Wallis Simpson. So maybe, maybe Prince Philip's assessment of Megxie back in the day, calling her Dow behind her back, was actually right. So, she says here that there were similarities between the Windsors in the 1930s and the Sussexes today, and that Prince William would feel a similar betrayal towards Prince Harry as King George VI felt towards his deceptive older brother after the abdication, essentially history repeating itself. She told the Oxford Literary Festival in comments reported by The Times, it is different. Harry was never going to be king, but I think there are some similar feelings of betrayal that have resulted in William in particular being furious with his brother, with good reason. They had a difficult childhood, but there was a period of time, as was the case with Bertie, which was Edward VII, and David, Duke of Windsor, formerly Edward VIII, when they were very close. And here we go. And in some respects, Meghan and the Duchess of Windsor have similar qualities. Very narcissistic, very controlling, very dominating. Oh, Sally Bedell-Smith going in. So you're not only having the late Prince Philip back in the day nicknaming Megxie this absolute brutal insult of Dow, Duchess of Windsor. But you've got this royal biographer, Sally Bedell-Smith, turning around and saying, oh, no, 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 there are total similarities here, right? Just like Duchess of Windsor back in the day, she's very narcissistic, very controlling, very dominating. This ain't what Megsy wants in the public eye, I don't think. What do you guys think? Sally Bedell Smith also says, and if you read David's letters to his previous lover, you can see how weak he was and how much he needed a domineering woman. And it feels as if Harry is somewhat the same way. In other words, I'm taking that as Hazard needed to be pussy whipped and had to find a Megsy to get that done because Hazard is too weak and ain't a man. That's how I'm reading that last paragraph that I've just read there. Again, similar question. I don't think Hazard would want this in the public either, if this is true, right? Oh my goodness. But guys, of course, the similarities do not end there. Over the years, Megsy, just from a visual perspective, has actually been compared to Wallis Simpson, Dow, Duchess of Windsor. I mean, here is the Oprah interview outfit, and that was compared to an outfit from Wallis Simpson back in the day. Here you've got Megsy. I think this was on the cover of Time. And again, another picture of Wallis Simpson. I mean, just even the draping itself and the colour of red. I mean, this is not, as far as I'm concerned, by accident, right? You could think, okay, maybe the Oprah Winfrey interview, the first time, you know, they're proper in the public eye, since Megxit. You know, you could think maybe it was a coincidence, but oh, no, 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 no. You do it twice over, then you start to think, yeah, maybe she's trying to model herself on Wallis Simpson rather than Princess Diana, or maybe just both. Here we go again, another comparison between Megsy and Wallis Simpson back in the day. I mean, seriously, I mean, she must be doing this on purpose, right? She must be doing this on purpose. Either she's modelling herself on Wallis Simpson as well on a very, very serious basis, right? Or she's taking the piss and trying to have fun with it. Could be either of those two. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Here's the third one. This here, I believe this was at the Diamond Jubilee, the proper last time she was in the UK before Queen Elizabeth II passed away. I believe this was actually a Dior suit that she was wearing at the time when she was trying to angle being the Duchess of Dior. That didn't go down too well in the end, did it, guys? But again, you see the similarities here. It's absolutely uncanny. So you've got to think either she's taking it seriously copying Wallis Simpson as she does allegedly with Princess Diana, or with Wallis Simpson, she's just having fun with it and she's taking the mick. Which one is it? Let me know, guys, in the comments down below. But yeah, going right back full circle to the beginning, you look at all those comparisons, those side-by-side photos, and now you know that back in the day, Prince Philip was totally wary of Megsy, didn't fall for a charm offensive, and started calling her Dow, Duchess of Windsor, behind her back, that brutal one-word insult. Oh yeah, Prince Philip was highly, highly intelligent and got Megsy's number right from the start. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Prince Philip's brutal one-word insult, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.